So the last piece of news that I want to give some attention to is from Meta, which is a high school esports organization. So it's
This looked incredible, like absolutely incredible what they're offering.
yeah. So Meta is they also run the High School League of Legends tournament, which is in collaboration with Riot, and so they've just announced that they're now partnering with NBA 2K to also run that game across their high school leagues. So I should probably open up their actual announcement. Yeah, so I'll link this in the chat for everyone. Um, but yeah, always great to see opportunities at a grassroots level from high school kids to for people that have an interest in esports and that are growing up with it to show them this is the pathway. This is how you can get to the pro level. You start with your school club. You can then go into this certain league. You can get connected with professional teams and organizations through that. Um, and then, yeah, work your way up whilst also being involved in the community. So, and not only players as well, but managers and staff and tournament organizers. These people also need support. So, um, yeah, it's obviously really good that Meta is stepping up with another game partnership here, and hopefully we'll see more in the future. Do you guys have any thoughts on this one?
Well,
I'm
that
quite
just ties
happy.
into what I said before about the competitive um, community is not just about the professional players, but it starts off with the grassroots. So having these education sessions for like parents about who want to know or understand what this big wide world of League of Legends esports is absolutely amazing, because at the end of the day, these people in high school are going to be the next professional players, and it's going to just completely help the industry and the scene. And I'm so happy that they're doing it.
Yeah, you got to look at. I believe it's. Sorry, the name's just skipped me. Run by Brett. Sorry, the name's completely skipped me.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's in WA, running at
it's with
WA.
high schools. Yeah, WA is with high schools.
Flag test.
Flag test. That's it. Yeah, and seeing what they're doing in WA is amazing. Obviously, you come down to the meme of WA as its own country because of how big it is. But so they sort of do those things throughout their own communities. When I was playing CS a lot, I knew there was also it wasn't that group, but there has always sort of been a thing there. There was a CS tournament that was run by, I believe he was an he used to be an ICT teacher at some academic school in WA, like in Perth, and he ended up running a Counter-Strike tournament through high schools. So obviously WA and its schooling community have always sort of been on top of this. But the fact that it's now coming across to the other states, there's more organizers coming in, getting in on this it's huge. Like you gotta understand this. We're also at a state where, as you would have seen, especially now with Fortnite, there is a lot of young talent. A lot
Yeah.
of kids are still 15, 16, 17 showing up out of nowhere and dominating the scene. One of my first examples is I believe his name's Delusion, the Rocket League player. I think he's 17 or he's 16
And he's
or
been playing for
17.
2 years or something.
He's been playing for a long time, basically since competitive Rocket League began. I'm not sure, was he ever under Jam?
No, but
No,
his name
but
is
you
very
know
old
the name.
school, definitely. Yeah, yeah.
Like he's been around for ages. We had him under GZ for in Gfinity. We rented him from Legacy, so we're talking about this kid who's playing game. And Rocket League isn't the most active competitive scenes. Like when you're comparing it to Counter Strike or something, But he was young. He was on a salary. He was that one in a million that had this opportunity while he was doing his study. And obviously for him, that would have been hard, I guess, when it first came along, as it is to a lot of young athletes, to convince that of their parent. It would have been hard to I guess, have someone not used or not knowledgeable of the scene to understand what is happening, what's the offers, you know?
Yeah.
And it's
now
about
that
Yeah.
there's-
nurturing the ecosystem.
Exactly. And now that all these new partners, all these new leagues are coming in, they're working through the high schools and they're explaining what esport is.
I think the
Like-
more positive reinforcement that can be given to parents with concerns to help answer any questions or concerns that they have, but actually show them that it is a viable path for their child to take, and not one of those, oh, they're wasting their time playing video games. So to have such a broad business come in and actually take the time to show it and address these concerns is exactly what it needs.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I know, for example, myself, I have an aunt who, she goes to all of the, now she has 4 kids, they're all quite young. I think the oldest is 13 this year. So she is one of those parents that's part of the parent and community, like the PNC of the primary school, you know? She goes to all those information nights where there's someone there saying, Snapchat is like, it was made by the devil, you know? She goes to those evenings and she believes in it. And
because they hear that one-sided story. They don't, like,
exactly.
you get one person going on their little rant about it, but there's no one to with a rebuttal or anything. There's no debate. It's just a rant.
Exactly. And with that, I know that my cousins, she instantly grounds them if they're playing an online game with voice chat.
Yeah, and it's
So
that.
she fully refuses it. I guess that sort of talking to people online is the first step into esports, in my opinion.
It's a gateway drug.
And it definitely is. And these unions, what they are, these companies coming in to actually support and teach, because it's not just teaching the students about what esports is, it's also teaching the parents. I can tell you right now, Meta probably already have in their plans to do PNC nights, to do information nights.
Well, yeah, it looked like that from their full spiel
Yeah,
that they
I think it was
gave,
already
that they were
announced.
Like,
going to address and help parents through all of that. So, which is amazing, like the time that they're taking out to do that, because they want it to succeed and they want their kids, like the kids, to be happy. And
exactly. And I know myself, I went to a primary school where we had the same dude come every single year. And it was the same spiel of, don't go online, kids, it's full of predators. And it was every year. And he had the same PowerPoint presentation every year with the same logo. It's like the original MSN logo. And 10, 11-year-old me is sitting at the back and it's like, I'm not going to listen to him. Can't wait to go home and play RuneScape.
opens up ICQ.
See how much gold I can scam out of people today. But yeah, it's
But it's people that don't understand online or don't understand the gaming, that have that closed singular mindset of, this is bad, and that's it. There's nothing else for them. It's, this is bad. So yeah, Meta's doing a really good public service.
Yeah, of course. Great to finish on a positive note.